Okay, welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz. We're here for our third game today here in the 2023 limited edition ACO. We're back at the Santa Rita Polo Farm on the Buenos Aires field, and we have Brookfield going up against Grand Champions Polo Club.
Indeed we do. Let's just quickly run you through the players that are out there. We'll start with the team that have possession as we speak. We've got Milo McDonough at number 1, Fran Spinacci at number 2, Antonio Aguirre at number 3. Milo 0 goals, Fran 0 goals, Antonio 1 goals, and then we've got Hilario Figueres, the man on the ball on the bottom of your screen there, with the 4 on his shirt, 5-goal handicap. So this team will be coming in off 6 goals. Brookfield with Sophia Dobel at -1 at 1. Finn Secunda at 2 at 1 goals, and then Alex Webb at number 3 of 2 goals, and Sugar Erskine, the 6-goaler, at number 4. Your two mounted officials this afternoon, Pepe Araja and Roddy Matthews. And this is the third of our triple header today, as Dale was just saying, of the limited edition 8-goal 2023. And we apologise for the slight delay in bringing you the broadcast. We can tell you that in addition to the 2 goals on handicap for Grand Champions Polo Club, they've also scored a penalty 6, a safety 60. So that explains why we have the 3 on the scoreboard in favour of Grand Champions Polo Club.
You got it. So right now, and then, wow, what games we've had here in the limited edition ACO. Very tight matches. This should be a great finish here, frosting on the cake, as we say, for a triple header this afternoon. And 2 very strong teams playing this afternoon on the Buenos Aires field. As we said, we were at the Grand Champ. We started on at Santa Rita Polo Farm on the Aspen field, went to field 4 at the Grand Champions Polo Club, and now we're back at the Santa Rita Polo Farm for our third game on the Buenos Aires field. And on the move right here is going to be Figueres, as Hilario gets a piece of it, and Hilario will finish it off right there. Hilario Figueres on 5 goals, a very strong 5-goaler. And that'll push them at 4-1 here early, so capitalizing on their 2-goal handicap.
And indeed, and I think we might have a slight little change in the lineup for Brookfield. I believe Sugar Erskine, the man with the number 3 on his back in the white helmet, on the ball as I speak. There he is. So Sugar Erskine playing the number 3. Let's just go through the other players on the screen. We've got Grand Champions. That's pretty much the way I called it. Milo McDonough at 1, Fran Spinacci at 2, Antonio Aguirre at 3, and Hilario at 4. That man with the number 3 for Brookfield.
That's going to be Alex Webb.
So he'll be
the number 4. That's going to put Finn at the number 2, and should put Fran at the number 1.
You mean Sophie?
And we will make sure Finn's not playing the 1 if they do mix it up a little bit. I'm sorry. I mean, on the I put Finn at 2 and then Sophie at the number 1.
Yeah.
Sophia, I mean. As Fran playing with Grand Champions Polo Club, that's number 1, and that lines out well. That puts Milo at the number 2. And Antonio Getty at the number 3. Yeah, so you'll actually, I'm sorry, you're gonna have Milo at the number 1 and Fran at the number 2. There you go.
There you go.
We got mixed
and
up.
Antonio at 3. Yeah.
Yeah. They both have white helmets on. And so that'll bring us to our first jersey change. So to go through one more time, thanks again for joining us as we got to move in quickly. We had some weather blowing in, so they went ahead and started the game early. So once again, thank you for joining us. As Milo on our Grand Champion Polo Club team in the light blue, powder blue, and white. They're going to have Milo McDonough playing the 1, Fran Spinacci playing 2, Antonio Aguirre playing the 3, and Figueres playing, Hilario Figueres playing the number 4. And Hilario filling in for Nito, Mariano Oranga. And there he is right there. Actually, Nito doing some coaching today. Right there, Mariano in the purple World Polo League hoodie right there. And there's Antonio. Of course, Hilario right there, number 4. Very strong 5 goals.
And as we said, our mounted officials are Pepe Araja and, of course, Roddy Matthews. And there is the man from South Africa, Stuart Erskine. They call him Sugar. Great to see him back in the saddle again. A true gentleman both on and off the field. And then behind him you see there Pepe Araja, one of our top umpires, of course, having also been the umpire for the Argentine Open. So a man with a lot of experience. And a great view in the background there of the beautiful Santa Rita Polo Farm. So we're just waiting for the umpire to call play to allow Sugar Erskine to take this this penalty. And that was pretty straightforward. So Sugar Erskine picking up the first penalty 2, open goal penalty 2 here for Brookfield Farm Polo.
You're going to get one as a good start. And I told you I get to interview Sophia. Nova's been having a great time playing. Here she played the 6 and the 8. Now playing in the 8 goal. Did a phenomenal job on a -1. Great pilot. She's an amazing horse woman. She rides all levels. And she will get in the mix, yeah. She comes in, she plays defense, pulls the team in the front. And she thought she was getting better and better every month. She felt her polo was her level was raising every month, so that was good. She was very comfortable with her 4-legged athletes, and she's a big old smile on her face. She's very competitive. On the move right now, picked up here by Larry Figueres. He didn't work the sideline here. And Antonio again, he gets a piece of that one, bounces it off his own pony, though, and it'll go out of bounds. And we will get a change of position. So a cop on the pitch as Roddy Matthews will drop this one. And they're going to bring it in quickly here.
Alex Webb on the move will leave that one unintentionally. Picked up... No, there was a whistle on that play. I beg your pardon. Matthews seeing something that was untoward. You can see Hilario coming up for a word, just wanting an explanation.
So offsides is the call. So remember, when a player is offsides, when the ball is brought in play, it was behind the ball. And remember, they count that out. They drop it, count 8 seconds. They give players time to get back onside before they hit. But when a player goes to hit, if a player is offside, they need to ride past another one of his own players before he can make a play on a player of the ball. So right there, they're going to call them offsides, because we had a player on the Grand Champions Polo Club team. And that'll move it down to a 60-yard shot on goal. And there you go. That's how you capitalize on that. It's Erskine, after the change of possession, 2 for 2 from the penalty line.
Yeah, very good. It's funny you should mention that, because I remember in England a few years back, somebody asked me about the offside rule, which I also had to look up to get the exact definition, because there is an offside rule. Very like in football you have as well, like in soccer, sorry. We have an offside rule. And, but this is the first time I've actually seen it here in a Grand Champions.
Yeah, you don't see it. Well, it doesn't happen that much.
No.
And actually, with the courtesy change, most of the time, sometimes it does happen when players are changing horses.
Yeah, that's exactly it, yeah.
Yeah. And depending on where your horses are located can make a big difference.
Correct.
But having the courtesy change and giving the ability for everyone to change at one time, you don't see it that much. And even though there's still times when players do go change and get on different horses, it looks like that's going to have to end our first chucker of play. So once again, thank you for joining us here for our third and final game of the day in the 2023 limited edition 8 goal. We'll get everybody on some fresh ponies And we'll be right back here to the Santa Rita Polo Farm and the Buenos Aires field. Stay with us.
This is a championship meet. All the best jockeys in the world are here, and I'm excited to ride against them.
We back.
And you get to watch some really incredible, talented athletes out there.
To us, it's a place to be in the winter.
I love Gulfstream Park because of the racing.
The palm trees, the beach is right here. The horse racing is some of the best in the country.
A lot of good horses come out of here. And if you want to go to the next level, Gulfstream Park was the place to come.
I remember the first time I came to Gulfstream, it was like this big fairy tale place. All the history.
Shoemaker sitting perfectly still. He hasn't touched this magnificent colt, and here comes the finish.
And all these great horses, trainers, jockeys. It was everything that I ever dreamed of.
Good afternoon, and we're live from the Santa Rita Polo Farm, CTV Sports, in the Buenos Aires field for the 2023 Limited Edition 8-Hole Brookfield. And they are in the black and green, and Sophia Noble should play the number 1 on -1. Finn Segunda will play number 2 on 1 goal. Sugar Erskine will play the number 3 on 6 goals, and Alex Webb will play number 4 on 2 goals. We're going to start with an open goal penalty 3, and that's going to be Ilario Figueres to pick that one up and play number 1, Milo McDonough. Playing number on A-rated, France Panacci will play number 2 on A-rated. The 2 young Polo stars right there, those, with the white helmets on, play number 1 and 2. Keep an eye on them. They're very quick on the Polo ponies. Antonio Aguirre will play the number 3 on 1 goal, and a very strong 1-goal player. And then Ilario Figueres filling in for Mariano Uranga today. And Mariano actually down there coaching the Grand Champions Polo Club team. GCPC will call them today. And there's a good shot of Finn Segunda playing the number 2. Max, his father, 6-goal pole player. Grandfather, Julian Hipwood, 9-goal pole player. And he is a strong 1-goal pole player. Keep an eye on them. A lot of young polo stars out here today. And I actually was with Fran and Antonio yesterday, and they were very interested to make sure their game was going to be called today on CTV Sports. I said, be ready, guys, because we're going to be with you in the afternoon. And so they should be ready to go, as that ball is going to get taken out of the bowling and ran down, and we might get a penalty 6 out of this one. So we'll get another safety, as we had a safety in our first chucker. We brought you up to speed on that. As you remember, we did start this game based on the weather and, of course, the timing of the game, just to make sure they could they'll get the whole game in, as we were moving from Field 4 to the Santa Rita Polo Farm. Here we go. Ilario Figueres looking for his second penalty 6 of the day. Well hit down the center. Yeah, blocked in there by Sugar. Erskine looking for the control play. And Sugar will work it to the far side as everybody goes forward.
Erskine still on the move here, working that ball nicely. He's also one of those big hitters, but also very strong with the stick and ball, and he'll work it as long as he possibly can. Very focused. There's the long drive now, deep into the half or into the field of GCPC. Nicely intercepted and taken by Finn Secunda. Brings everything to a standstill. In comes the challenge there from Spinacci. Nicely done by Erskine. This is what I mean. The cut shot intended there, but Hilary just beat him to it. He's going to get lucky. He's going to be able to pick this one up again. Nicely taken round on the near side, on the inside of that circle. Now then, will he go for the under the neck? He's going to try and work it a little bit longer. And then with the number 3, Antonio Aguirre. Running up the field. He knows there's a big ball coming from Hilario. There it is. They both overrun it. Hilario will pick it up once again, chasing his own ball. And coming down the line there with the number 1, Milo McDonough. It's sent back to where it came from. Yeah, nice play by Spinacci. Taking out the man with the number 4 in his shirt here. Alex Webb, not letting him get anywhere close to that ball again. Hilario sends a rocket downfield. Now, this could be the turn of Milo McDonough. He picks it. Well, he tried, and he got a piece of it on the near side. Aguirre and Spinacci working it very well together. Once again with the number 4, Alex Webb. Just beaten to it, but he took his time. He read that very well. Now then, on the move for Brookfield. Alex Webb in front and out on his own. He's got, 2 defending players. He's got Antonio Aguirre right behind him, but he's done enough. That's a great run here by Alex Webb, picking up his first goal of the match.
Yeah, Alex, another player I had the opportunity to interview off the field, and he said that he also felt now in March and he was starting to really turn it on. He said he felt very comfortable with his horses. And he had an operation on his hand this summer, or I guess in the summer, and so he was working out. But he said everything's working well, and you can see right here, playing very well. And in his last 6-goal game, he was on fire.
Very good.
Yeah, so that's what we were talking about. But doing a great job here, and been playing all season, and from the UK, and playing all season here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. March is when you got to be turning on anyway. This is when it all comes to it, especially if we've playing in January and February. It is when everything heats up. There's Fran Spinacci. Good shot of Antonio Aguirre. He'll switch up his horses. Both the young polo stars that come out and run no problem. Jump from horse to horse. Love the Grand Champions Polo Club jerseys there.
Yeah, very nice.
It's a good shot of Fran, managing his string. He says he needs a little help here. So come on over here, Dad. As his father, Pablo.
Yeah.
Spinacci there. 7-goal polo, 8-goal polo. 7, 8 goals in his day. I was on his way 9 and broke his leg. When he was really, really playing very well when Pablo was coming up. And I believe his femur, to be correct on it, but he had an accident on his leg, and he broke his leg, and it took him a little time to come back on it. And one of the top trainers managing a lot of the horses from the Santa Rita breeding operation, a lot of the top young horses.
And, of course, a former WPLer. Played in the first few seasons that we...
Yep, played in the World Polo League. On 6 goals now.
Yeah, 6. So, courtesy change, a little bit ahead of schedule, but why not? Players coming back out, ready for a throw-in on the halfway line. After we saw that penalty 3 by Hilario Figueres, and then the goal by Alex Webb. Those are the only 2 goals so far being scored here in Chukka number 2. 5 goals to 3 is the score. as we go back to the action. And Hilario, very quick to steal that ball and run it and take it down the field. Still Hilario has a little look over his shoulder, slams on the brakes, and he will surely make this one look so easy. And that's what he does, exactly that. So picking up his 4th goal, his second out of regular play. Remember, he scored a safety 60 and a penalty 3. So he very much on fire as well here this afternoon.
Yeah, we've got to watch his brother play, Artemio, play all season.
Yeah.
The first time we got to see Hilario play this season here on CTV Sports. But ever since he's got 5 goals, just been playing spectacular. Polo mounted so well. And he is a player. Boy, watch him. He's very long and lean, so he gets a light. He can reach out and make some plays you don't think he can get to. And so he will surprise you. You got to be careful. But he has a great string of horses. Number 2, talking to his dad, Nacho. And, of course, they have their breeding operation in Argentina.
And he's working
His sister Alba plays also.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now then, a cut shot here from the number 3. Wow, what a great shot. But again, the work had come from Hilario. And then Antonio Aguirre picks up his first goal. I like the way he did that. Watch this again. He just comes out square to the goal mouth and just hammers one through.
Yeah, no, it's a good play here by Antonio. Look, he keeps on the near side. You see great help there from Hilario. Gave him time to switch over from the near side to the offside. Hilario coming up there and applying pressure to the player. Now the back side here, Hilario's going to win another bowl-in. Is very active in the back of the bowl-in here for Grand Champions Polo Club GCPC. And now they're going to get Milo going forward. Milo McDonough.
Slightly out to the left. He's going to go in for a cut shot. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Saved. Well played there by Sophia Doble. She was saving that one because I think that ball would have gone through. It had the power. It had the line. Now then, Spinacci. Picked up by Erskine. And if there was a whistle, it would have been because, from where I'm sitting there, it looked like Hilario had already established himself a little bit earlier on that line. So a little bit of bad luck there. We'll look at that play again. Here we go. There's the backhand from Fran Spinacci. There.
Yep, right there. And he has sure coming across that way. And so a good move there and a nice back shot for Fran Spinacci. Good read there by Hilario. Good teamwork here by GCPC. I'm going to give him another open goal. And it looks like it's going to be Figueres to do the honors.
Possibly to get his hat-trick. Well, there's no 2 doubts about it. He's been very, very solid here. A penalty 3, a goal out of from the field, and now a penalty 2. So there you have the first hat-trick of the match on the account of Hilario Figueres.
Yeah, I probably gave him the 6 also, so he probably has 4 given him first chucker.
Well, in total, unless you've got something.
Yeah.
I've got 5 in total.
Oh, 5.
A penalty, safety 60, and then a regular goal in chucker 1. Because we came in a bit late with that safety 60.
Yep.
And then he scored one out of regular play, and now a hat-trick in chucker number 2.
Mm-hmm. Good shooting there by Hilario.
Ball's back in play. Won this time by Brookfield. Turned around very quickly. Antonio Aguirre, you see he's not happy with him there, with himself. And but he got lucky. Spinacci was going to run with it, but another whistle will stop the play. Here you see it again.
Yeah, and we have a whistle on the play, and that's going to end our second chucker. So we'll send everybody off for the fresh ponies, and we're right back for our third chucker play. Stay with us here on CTV Sports.
Hi, I'm Tomacho Pérez.
Hello, I'm Nacho Figueras.
Hello, I'm Martín Muñoz.
I'm Gonzalito Pires.
I'm Alejandro Novilla Estrada. Hello, I'm Nacho Novilla Estrada. I make goals and here back in Aspen.
Happy to be back in town, playing with the best teams, best boys, and, on the best fields.
So we're going to start the season a full power horse.
I'm just happy to be back in Florida. It's hometown. Looking forward to getting back on these amazing fields.
Third chucker action. We ended with a foul at the end of the second chucker. Right there where you see the ball. Okay, riding in from behind was the call. So penalty 5A from the spot in favor of Brookfield. And we'll see who decides to do the honors. I think it might probably be Sugar Erskine. We're in the number 3 today on 6 goals. Having a few words right there with umpire Matthews. There's a good shot of Sugar. Eight goals on his highest rating. Now on 6. Talking about making new horses in Texas.
Oh, really?
Yep. Sugar has a beautiful piece of property there just outside of Houston, Texas, where he does his breeding and has all his babies. And our third man / higher rope, Steve Lane, always in on all the conversations. All the radios are all dialed in, all the umpires. And constant communication going on between all the umpires all the time, Yan, so they discuss plays. They said to Steve. And we're looking at 8-3 now for Grand Champions Polo Club. 2 on handicap, 2 in the first chucker, braid 4. And another 4 goals in the second chucker. And then 2 in the first chucker by Brookfield. 2 penalty shots, a 2 and a 4, and then 1 on the field by Alex Webb to make it 8-3. And it looks like the weather's holding off for us here in southern Florida. Yeah, you can see the skies there look a little dark, and the flags are blowing there, blowing from the north. Looks like they're blowing from the north to the south. It's been swirling around on field 4. Again, we're talking about the World Polo League flags. Yeah, it was swirling around a bit, and they did get a little bit of rain during our second game of the day here, as we've been showcasing the 2023 limited edition 8 goal today and covering everything here on CTV Sports from 6 to 26 goals. So keep an eye on the scheduling at gcpolo.com. Sugar trying to get a positive possession on the penalty 5A, and he's going to get it.
Nicely done by Sugar, picking up his 3rd goal of the match. And this one, excuse me, the first one out of regular play. He did try and put his stick down there, Franz Pinacci, but a little bit unlucky not to be able to hook him on that play. Again, read it well, checked his pony up nicely, good control, and then just the...
A good job here by Fran.
Yeah.
To stay clean on the first one, not fall across and give an easy open goal, and then almost have an opportunity to save the next one.
Yeah.
So just a great attempt there by Spinacci. And on the move, Antonio Aguirre. Little mare jumps the line, no problem.
Nicely done.
And she can scat. Los Pachichos, of course, mounted by his father. And Mariano Aguirre, former 10-goal player, Hall of Famer. Mariano. Argentine Open winner, you name it. He's won it all. His resume speaks for itself. And the high flag.
So 9 goals to 4. 5-goal difference. And, well, I mean, they got 2 goals on handicap. But apart from that, it's really in chukker number 2, which is where GCPC really turned up the heat a little bit, winning that chukker 4 goals to 1. At the moment, it is again 1 goals apiece. They both scored 2 in the first. So let's hope that that second chukker will not come to haunt them a little bit later on in this game.
So we get a bowling here, and just a little bad luck there. Milo, the ball kind of popped out. He went to go for a neck shot, and the ball was more to the right than he thought. He rode over the top of it. So he just needs to move a little bit over to his right so he can lean underneath there or go on the near side. And they'll move this one down for a 6-yard penalty for favor of the Brookfield team.
Erskine, again, deflection, well blocked. And the ball is within the 30-yard zone. Now then, Hilario will eventually open things up nicely, and he will send Antonio Aguirre on his way. Nice control, nice pickup. Look at that little mare go. Lovely, lovely. Oh, well, he topped it. Sugar Erskine coming back to support. Milo McDonough tries to pick it up on the near side, as does Fran Spinacci, and then Sugar just puts his stick down in the right time and will turn defense into offense. Now then, the 2 number 3s, Antonio Aguirre up alongside Sugar Erskine, who has the faster pony. Remember, Sugar needs to come around the outside on the approach, and the pressure there from Aguirre enough for Stewart to not follow that one through. Now the 2 number 2s are at each other. Finn Secunda and Fran Spinacci working it very hard. Once again, Alex Webb being beaten to it there by a nice little hook by Antonio Aguirre. So I'm liking the way these boys are playing, Dale. Nice and open. They're fighting. They're working very hard. And it's been relatively low on the fouls.
Yeah, no, it's been very, very smooth, very open game here. It seems like every game is the level is raised in speed-wise. This one's opened up to be, again, more like the 12 to 14 goals. Look at this. Wide open here. Figueres. Hilario into the corner. He'll go. Good little ride. Oh, and good second effort there by Finn Segunda to keep Hilario at bay and keep him out to the outside there.
Yeah, he tried to just steer that one in with a little near side. Just run out of space. And we will have our last courtesy change of the first half. Remember, after this chukker, the stats will be on your screen. That'll make for another interesting read. Alex Webb there having to make a little stop between those 2 ponies before he gets on his replacement here in this courtesy change.
Little break. Looks like Sophia there. She's going to take her spurs off. Some players wear spurs on some horses, some don't. Depending on the horse. On the far side, you can see Finn Segunda there with his father, Max. There, give him a little coaching. Always on the sideline. His grandfather, Julian. Very, very good coach. And not just as a player, but extending his career into being a very high-level coach. Ball goes and roll just out of bounds, so we will start with a knock-in here after the courtesy change. Looks like Webb lining up here. We go ahead and get this ball back in play. They've been mixing up a little bit, either Sugar or Alex.
So here we go, knocking in the ball back into play. Alex Webb. Yeah, he'll get a second chance, picks it up on the near side, might have to run this one himself. Going straight through now then, just past, oh no, he's going to pass it out to the right-hand side. He was hoping that Vince Acuna might have come up there with him. Quick steal. Aguirre leaves that one for Figueres. A little deflection coming off the back of that pony's leg. In comes young Milo McDonough. Oh, nicely done. Just a little bit too short there for Antonio. Spinacci over on the far side, just been beaten to it there once again by Alex Webb. Ball is still in play, comes onto the boards. First man with it will be Alex Webb. We'll try and get a little bit of distance from those boards. Hilario, just a little touch, but to the dislike of Pepe Araja, he said, no, you can't do that.
I think when they all pulled out of it, that's all. They just had to give, Hilario just had to give one play to watch. Because watch Franz blocking him. He pulls out, and that's where it just kind of gets kind of mixed up just because Franz pulled out. So he just had to give, the whole team actually needed to give him. So that's where they were a little bit. Now they come together. Look, Sophia, she knows what's going on, too. She knows the rules. We were talking about that. She's into the game. She understands all the different dynamics of the game. And right there, she was pointed out that she was being blocked. I don't know if she was or not. We'll see what happens there and see if they were on there or not. Or she was blocking, actually. She was blocking Antonio. So, remember, it's one-on-one on the knock-ins. You cannot block. You cannot pick. I mean, that's what she was talking about. She was trying to get to them or not, but it looked like she was with Antonio, and he was trying to go to the hitter.
Now then, is he in range? He's definitely going to have a crack at this. It's low, but those low balls can be very treacherous and dangerous. Goes literally back to where he took that penalty 5A from. Still Hilario. Getting pushed there by the number 3. By Sugar Erskine. Still Hilario. Erskine and Figueres, of course, the two highest handicap players on the team. Hilario 5, Sugar 6. Oh, nicely done on the near side again by Hilario. Still working it. Now gives it to Antonio. Antonio taking the ball around the outside, looking for Spinacci. Now Spinacci's always a threat in front of goal. And that's what I said. So, Spinacci picking up, believe it or not, only his first goal, despite the fact that he's been so involved in so many plays.
Yeah, no, but good work here. He just keeps it in behind. Sophia, he checks it down. Watch him shut it down. Take control. Sophia wants to shut down there. That's what she wants to next time. Try to shut down and block him there. Don't go right by him. Try to keep him Milo in a good spot on a deflection if they need him. So number 1 and number 2 working well in the front of the game. Antonio and Hilario doing a good job in the back of the game. So GCPC firing on all cylinders here early. A lot of goals scored in the first half, 10. That means your offense is rocking and rolling. Hilario with Antonio in the rumble seat. He's going to work it forward. Now leave it for Antonio. Antonio's going to shoot this one from way out. And just off to the right side, but a good play.
Yeah, very close.
As they win the ball in and they work it down. Sugar wants to take a quick line, but the knock in here, he wants to go for it. And I would too. Down by 6. You got to get one here. So let's go for it one more time. And we'll see. Don't be surprised if Erskine doesn't go for a coast to coast. Here he goes. Erskine. Look at this baby open up. Erskine. Can he get back to the inside? Oh, bad luck, Sugar. Someone behind. Hilario.
Wrong team, of course, as he will turn things around. He'll be very happy, as I'm sure will the rest of the boys going into the halftime break. That we might now see another one here from Franz Spinacci. Look at that. He looks over his shoulder. Spinacci's got plenty of time. A little bit of a bouncing ball. Controls it well. That is solid,
well done,
Polo.
Fran. Just coming off his MVP during the Buzz Welker Memorial. Well, the guy waits on this one. Well done, Fran. And he leaves it. Well done. Good goal by Spinacci, 2 in a row. and that'll end our first half of play. So we'll set everybody off. Good team. Really, the three young stars riding off together there. Here's our first half stats. 11-4. This is good offense by Grand Champion Polo Club. Shots on goal, 11 of them, and they're all goals. Knock-ins, man. Both teams actually very good, but Grand Champion Polo with 11 shots on goal, 11 goals, only 2 knock-ins for Brookfield, so that's good shooting. Throw-ins, 7-1 by Brookfield, so they're winning the throw-ins there. Fouls committed, not bad by both teams, 6-5, very clean game. And penalty scored, 2 by Brookfield, 3 by Grand Champion Polo Club. Each team has a 60 and 130 by the Grand Champion Polo Club team. So we'll go ahead and give each team an opportunity to talk to their coaches, which we know the Grand Champion Polo Club probably has one. Well, they have Franz Panacci, so they have Pablo. They have Milo, so they might have Pablo McDonough. Antonio, so they probably have a Gatti down there, Mariano. And then you have Ilario Figueres. So you probably have the whole team down there. So they have a group of guys they've coached them. We'll see what's happening for Brookfield. See if our Sugar can get everybody lined out. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back for our second half. Stay with us here on CTV Sports.
My name is Augustine Malman. I am a chef. I trained with my uncle in Argentina in several restaurants, and now I travel the world creating unique experiences, all cooked with fire. For this event, we came from California. My team and I had some previous events there, and we traveled with my wood oven trailer and all of our grills from Santa Barbara, California. Well, when we got here, we always arrive about a week prior to the event. There's several things that we order from out of town, like the firewood. We make reservations of all of the rental items, kitchen equipment, anything we need prior to our arrival is already reserved. And then once we arrive into town, we'll source out whatever products are on the menu, like fish, red meats, fruit, vegetable, anything that we need specifically for that menu that we chose. We will source it once we get in town. My team is everything. I mean, I always tell them and to my clients, without a good team, you can't execute these kind of dinners. It takes a lot more work than what people see when they show up to the events. It takes, like I said, sometimes weeks to prepare for an event like this because we're traveling from out of town, so we have to source everything we're not familiar with. The new barn is, we're here. This is the first dinner we're doing here, so we're very excited to be here. It's amazing. It's a great place to be, and it has this inner courtyard, which is amazing to do dinners, with a special area back here behind me to do all of our grilling and the fire showcase. So it's great to be here. It's a beautiful place. Very different being up in the mountains, but I feel with Melissa and Mark and all the events we do together, I feel like it's home. We've been cooking for them for about 4 or 5 years now. But as far as showcasing what we want to showcase and being in an incredible place like Aspen Valley Polo Club, that's no difference to Wellington. It's a beautiful place up here. It's going to be a 4-course seated meal. As the first course, we have a halloumi cheese that we sear on our fire plancha with shrimp, pine nut gremolata sauce on top. The second course seated will be a roasted beetroot salad with goat cheese and arugula, lemon zest and olive oil. And then the main course tonight will be a mashed potato, sweet potato puree with skirt steak and chimichurri sauce. My name is Augustine Malman, and we are in Aspen Valley Polo Club, one of the most beautiful places to do an outdoor fire dinner experience.
Welcome back, everybody. Great to have you tuned in here on this slightly grey afternoon here in southern Florida. But don't let that deceive you. The temperatures are still very, very high in the low, if not to mid-80s. And as Dale was saying to me, the weather can change here at a moment's notice. You are joining us for the second half of our third of our triple header today of the limited edition 8-goal Brookfield Farm Polo in the green and black shirts against Grand Champions Polo Club in the very smart pale blue and white shirts. And if you've just joined us, Grand Champions Polo Club, they were given a 2-goal advantage on handicap from the outset. But they have been cruising through that first half, scoring a total of now 9 goals, making with those 2 handicap, they were given 11. Brookfield Farm Polo, on paper at least, they would appear to be the slightly stronger team, but they are struggling to get up to that same sort of level. Those young stars, Milo McDonough at number 1, Franz Pinacci at number 2, and Antonio Aguirre at number 3. The 3 young cracks alongside the very powerful Hilario Figueres have been working exceptionally well. Brookfield Farm Polo with Sophia Dobel, Finn Secunda, Sugar Erskine, and Alex Webb. I've had a bit of a struggle, but that might change now as Sugar Erskine will take the first penalty, open goal penalty 2. And no mistake there to bring his team up to goal number 5. But they still have quite a bit of work to do here in this second half.
Yeah, good way to start out the second half, though. Sugar will get an opportunity as Finn, who was a little quiet in the first half, but he came out of this half ready to go and picks up the first ball, takes across the center, picks up the open goal penalty 2 on a right-of-way violation inside the 40-yard line. So an easy ball placement there. Look at this. I think they got Finn right ready to go here in the tent, and Sophia. Both of them, look, going at it early, being very active, number 1 and number 2 in the green and black. Look at this, Finn Segunda working hard. Now Antonio gets involved. Loose ball play. Sophia's going to get a piece of it. Well done, Sophia. There's the open back shot. Good angle. Antonio comes over. Good ride off by both 2 young players. Very clean, knee to knee. Finn still working it. A lot of racing and rubbing here early. Come together right there. You can see Milo looking for the foul there as he wants basically to watch the mallet of right there. See that? You see how Finn's mallet came up underneath and actually hit his mallet. So that mallet didn't come up and go underneath the neck of both horses. It actually went up under Finn's horse's neck, his own horse's neck, and the follow-through came up and hit Milo's mallet. So remember, you must control your mallet 100% of the time on the polo field, just on the follow-through. That's probably where you see this play happen the most, on a follow-through. Players are not deliberately trying to hit a horse, a player, or a mallet, but with the follow-through it will happen sometimes. And, it could be one of the toughest places to make sure you have control, because it is on the follow-through, so you're focusing on the ball. And so it can be a little tough sometimes. But they'll move that one to center. And it'll be Hilario Figueres.
It's a long ball. Maybe not quite long enough. It's going to be met by, Spinacci got a piece of it, but so did Mr. Webb. And he will turn things around halfway into his own half. There is the pass. Looking for his number 2, looking for Finn Segunda, but Sugar Erskine, he was on a flying pony. Here we go. Stewart, a.k.a. Sugar Erskine, tries to steer it in. The last little touch. He got a little touch, but just running out of Polo Field. Very unlucky, but a great run by Erskine.
Yeah, tough for that kind of pace that Sugar was at, full speed there. He almost had to wait on it just to get a better shot at it.
Yeah.
I think it would have been all right if he could have gone at it earlier, but how the ball was traveling, he almost had to wait for it to bounce. Oh!
Did you see that?
But hey, if you don't make one, you might as well go for another. And that's just a heads-up play by Sugar Erskine here. Look at him, full speed. and clean. And a golazo.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Keep an eye on him. Keep on eye on him on the right side of your screen. He's going to come right here like this. And then, boom, golazo.
Goal number 5 for Erskine. 3 from the penalty spot, 2 out of regular play. He's on the ball once again. Well, looks like Brookfield are definitely going to put up a fight here in this second half. On the move, I couldn't control it there, Fin Secunda. And that can uplift a team no end. Hilario Figueres will be, hang on, Stuart got a piece of it. Fin Secunda for the under the neck shot, slightly topped it. And I'm pretty sure, no, the ball's still in play. I thought that was going to go out of bounds. So all of a sudden, Brookfield Farm Polo here, really stepping up to the plate here. And as I say, not going to give up without putting up a decent fight. And there is the reward. Nicely done. The first goal of the game for Fin Secunda, and I think well-deserved.
Yeah, no, you're telling me they went into the tent and got fired up here because everybody just came out very hot, ready to go.
Focus.
But moving at a higher pace, speed, and just going for it a little more. I told you Finn early because this is the first goal, but he's also he got the first foul of the half, which gave an open goal to Sugar, and then Sophia has also raised her level.
Absolutely.
And the rotation with Finn. And then Sugar with the heads-up play where he missed a goal run off the field, but then he comes right back out, lines back up. You know, that play also is a great reason why you talk a lot about umpiring and preparing yourself behind the hitter when it comes to penalty fives, knock-ins, and because of that play where Sugar met that play. If you're not directly behind on that play, you can't tell where Sugar is clean or not. So you need to be directly behind on that play. And that's a perfect example why we train and work with the umpires to be on all those dead ball plays directly behind the play when they yell play.
Now, Dale, I got a question for you. If I said to you, I'm in the mood for some really spicy wings.
You want some wings?
I want some, and not just any old wings. I want some proper grown-up.
Oh, proper, yeah. You want the proper,
and not only that, Dale, I want to have wings, and I want to be able to watch polo. Where can I go?
You got it. Well, the only one place, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Get out of here.
Right here. Right down the street from the CTV Sports Studios. And just a snap, hop, skip, and a jump out of Wellington. Actually in Wellington, but by the mall. So you have the whole area over there and also the ability to watch on so many different TVs. And not just spicy wings, you get all kinds of different sauces because they have a full selection of sauces to add to every palate. Doesn't matter what you like. They have all different styles and tastes, and you can get everything you get it cooked in them, or you can get them dry, and you can dip them in yourself, and they prepare all their sauces themselves. So it's an amazing place. You also get yourself burgers. Also, there's all kinds of other and on the menu. It's a wider range of food on the menu, and you can watch sports and CTV Sports Polo. So make sure you make your way down to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Well, I was going to say, why don't we go there?
We'll take you. I'll take you tonight after this game. We'll go tonight.
Here we go then. Ball's back in play. 11 goals to 7. So they're coming back strong here in this second half. Very much thanks to this young man, Sugar Erskine, using the boards as a fifth man. This is good play by Erskine. Can he get round the outside of Antonio Aguirre? I think he can. He's found the gap. He had exactly that situation only a couple of plays ago, and he's tightened it up beautifully. And Dale, that is the second hat-trick here by a player in this game. Sugar Erskine picking up his third goal here in Chukka number 4.
You got his 6 goals on the day, and he's playing at a higher level and pace. And look at this Bay Mare run right here for Sugar Erskine, Santa Rita. Breeding operation, Halo Polo Ponies, and unbelievable. What a 4 chucker here. 4 unanswered goals here in the fourth as Brookfield has come back and shown their presence. We get a whistle on the play, stop the clock with 1:22. That ball will bounce off of a player. And it looked like they're all working well together there. Let's see what they decide to do here. It looked like one player was trying to pull out. Now, remember the ruling is to take the most direct route out. So we'll see after they look at it here. You might have a trigger on the play. Remember, not using replay. We're not using the challenge system, but you do have the triggers on the play where they can trigger the goal being scored, trigger if the ball goes out of bounds from the end line or the sideline, trigger anytime two-legged athlete or two four-legged athletes come together on a very hard play, any contact, and to check for any unsportsmanlike conduct, or if the umpires disagree, they can trigger that play. Okay, so you are going to have dangerous use of the mallet against the blue. And when I say two-legged athletes, anytime you get in a sword fight or mallets are, being moved around and you're not 100% sure which player creates danger. When I say four-legged athletes, when, of course, they come in on a ride-off, and they ride off, be it uneven, be it at different speeds, different angles. Sometimes it can be a little difficult for the umpires on the field to be 100% correct. So that's a great time to be able to use the cameras, use the slow-mo, and our IRO, third man, Steve Lane, has all of that technology on the iPad in real time. And that's where the technology goes a whole nother level, Yan. Is you can have all the technology on the iPad, but can you have it in real time?
That's exactly
during the game, and that's a huge quality that CTV Sports has. Right here, we get a play that they give the whistle. I'm not sure if that ball was still on the field or if we get it backing into the pony. We'll see. It's either riding into the stroke or backing into the pony. Those are the two options you'll have if the ball is still in the field. It looks like it was. So here in our Ford Chucker, looks like they're going to go ahead and take a look at this one. And we'll be able to look at it again here pretty much ourselves. Once they get done looking at it, they're going to take all the different angles. And when I say the angles, remember we have the end zone cameras. You can use both end zone cameras. The camera, high cam in the center, and then the drone. And sometimes the camera on the opposite end of the field will help also. So big shout out to all of our videographers that are out there working here at CTV Sports. And, of course, everyone here in the studios. And we were talking about that today, just how much it takes to put on one broadcast.
Indeed it does, yeah. So a little over a minute left to go then in Chucker number 4. And what an incredible comeback. You said it yourself just now, Dale. 4 unanswered goals thus far here. Brookfield really stepping up to the plate. A hat-trick by Sugar Erskine, a goal by Finn Secunda, but now a hit from the spot, an open goal penalty too, taken and converted by Hilario Figueres, which makes it a full dozen. So still 4 goals in it, but with 2 more full chuckers, and just under a minute left to play, this still is very much anyone's game.
Yes, you have right-of-way violation on the end line down there. So that gives you open goal penalty 2. And that'll bring back center.
Well, are they going to have enough time? The clock is ticking down. Well, as I thought, that will probably be the end. No, they're going to throw it in. They are going to throw it in. Here we go then. Roddy Matthews throws it in. It's going to be picked up very quickly here by Milo McDonough. Erskine putting his stick down, but Milo putting up a good fight here. Erskine will clear it. Takes it out towards the boards. And he might have another go at this one, Dale. You know, confidence does make or breed more confidence. Here we go. Erskine apart. He's got to get past Hilario. In comes Antonio on the boards. And surely now that must be the second horn. Seems to be still 1 or 2 seconds left to play. A little hook. Just the smallest of clips. And that now will bring us to the end of Chukka number 4. So if I look at Chukka number 3, it was 3-1 in favour of GCPC. Chukka number 4, they've upped the bar a little bit. Brookfield win this one by 4-1. And we will be very much hoping that you'll join us for the penultimate and final chuck-in when we come back right here on CTV Sports.
Foot golf is a kind of life, and also it's a combination about golf and football.
So I got into sport through social media. Someone approached me on Twitter and said, "Have you tried it?" I'd never heard of it at that point. So I went to my local course and tried it and just completely fell in love with the game.
This is not as easy as it looks on your body. It's a lot of kicking. We don't normally kick this many hard kicks in soccer.
For me, this and the U.S. Open are the 2 top U.S. tournaments. It's something we all look forward to every single year.
Great fun, and I think everyone will enjoy it when they try it. You can't not have fun.
When you set goals at the start of the season and you're able to achieve them at the end of the year, I think I can speak for everyone and say when we set goals and we make the sacrifices that we make, which a lot of people don't see, and then it all comes to fruition, it's a good feeling.
I literally live, breathe foot golf.
The taqueria has all your polo needs, from the novice to the professional. We carry all of our equipment in multiple grades to fill a price point to suit the individual.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we go then. As I said, Chukka 5 and 6 upon us. And if you've just joined us, well, you have definitely missed a very, very exciting first half and an even more exciting second half when Brookfield Farm Polo, who are off 8 goals, against the 6-goal Grand Champions Polo Club, who were given 2 on handicap at the beginning. They started off very strong, especially in that first half. Let's just have a quick recap how they ended the first 3 chukkers. 4-2 in favour of GCPC, then 8-3. That was a very strong chukker for Grand Champions Polo Club. And again, in chukker number 3, 3-1. They left the field 11-4. But then the big turnaround came. And we had 4-1 in favour of Brookfield Farm Polo, which brought them up to 8-11. We had a single goal by Hilario Figueres, an open goal penalty 2, which made it a full dozen for Grand Champions Polo Club. You now join us here at the top of chukker number 5. 4 goals in it. And this man here with the white helmet, the number 3 on his shirt for Brookfield Farm Polo, he has been instrumental in bringing his team right back up and getting them back into this game with just a deficit of 4 goals. But not just Sugar Erskine, the entire team. Sophia Doble has been playing very, very strong. Finn Secunda, of course, as well. And the young man from England, Alex Webb. So still anyone's game. And Grand Champions Polo Club, I think, seem a little bit at the moment sort of not numb, but stung at least by the turnaround of Brookfield in the second half.
Yeah, no, they put a lot of pressure on them, and everyone's been working hard. As you said, good team effort. Starts with Sophia, works through Finn, then to Sugar, and now Alex getting involved. And they come together right here, and they're going to get another opportunity at an open goal as they're launching an offensive attack, and instead of just one person moving, they're moving in a group. And when they do, plays like this happen where you get a player fouling the second man. They come across to make the hook on Finn, but in the process, they cross over in front of Alex. And that gives them the open goal penalty, and it'll be Sugar. And Sugar's been on fire on the penalty line, 100% here. Not just with the short penalties, but he's made 3 2s, a 4, and a 5A. So he took a 5A from way back, and they worked it all the way in and scored. So he's got them going here, and a good team effort. They seem very cohesive. You see all the communication going on between Sophia, Finn, Alex, and Sugar. So let's see if GCPC can get back to that rhythm they had, because still a very strong game here. Ilario Figueres coming in for Mariano Aranga, and he's done a great job, Ilario, keep getting the boys going forward also. And here you go. One reason why, Milo. And the high flag. And there you go. So now Milo's getting in on it. Everybody on GCPC scoring goals.
Yeah, that's good to see. That's really good to see. Just waiting for one young lady, and it'll be nice to see her get onto the score sheet, Sophia Dobel. As I said, getting a lot more confidence and a lot more involved and stronger in that second half. So, back to that 4-goal deficit or advantage, however you want to look at it. GCPC lead by 13 goals to 9. This time the roles are reversed. Sugar Erskine goes around the back, picking up the ball after that throw-in. McDonough once again not making contact. Now then with the number 2, Finn Segunda. I'd like to see him maybe get another score as well, but he's got McDonough right behind him. Still Finn Segunda checks, works that ball very nicely. Down comes the near side backhand from Spinacci. And there she was, Sophia Dobel. Just a little bit unlucky, not able to control that ball, and now on the move, Hilario Figueres. No one there. It'll be turned around quickly by Alex Webb. And he will just hold back a little bit before he takes a pass or takes a shot on goal. He's got 2 of his teammates behind him. So a little bit maybe more time to give his attackers to get in situ might be helpful. But he wants to get that ball further down. Now here then, unlucky. I thought that she might just pick that one up. Sophia Dobel, a little bit unlucky. Erskine there while will have possession once again for Brookfield Farm Polo. There's a little chip shot. Looking for Webb. Beg your pardon for Finn Segunda, the man who actually picked up that ball. And we will have a whistle with just under 3.5 minutes left to play here.
I wasn't sure if Sugar was going to go and just kind of play like he was going to back it and turn it back inside, but he had Ilario with him. So he figured, let's get the ball moving right there. Nice tail shot right here to Sophia. And they come together right there. And then they go to the Kersey change. So I'm not sure if they had a whistle on this one or not when they came together. Looked like Milo was trying to clear out there. And it is going to go against the blue. So, when we return, a good shot of Antonio Aguirre. And I said he was one of the young stars that played in the World Polo League also.
Yeah,
I believe he played. Did he play last year and he was in a couple of the games? Yeah. So, as he picked up, as we have had some young polo stars have opportunities. Look at this beautiful four-leg head he's on. Another beautiful looking polo pony. Yeah, I guess he played actually for the Audi team. He actually filled in for Mark Ganzi.
That's right.
Yeah, for the Cobra. Woo! So ready to go. Sugar said, here we go. This one's looking good, feeling good. Sugar's going to get an opportunity here. He's been 100% on the penalty line. It's going to be a 60.
Nice.
Wow, well done, Sugar Erskine.
Solid.
Very solid.
Yeah. So back to that 3-goal deficit, Dale, and a good 3 minutes left to play here in Chucker number 5.
Good Echo Polo, huh?
Very good Echo Polo. I would say more. This is 10 to 12 goals.
No, I'd say more than that. I mean, maybe a little more like 16, but yeah, I mean, for sure, at least a 12. But this has been really good. I mean, this second half has been
phenomenal.
Just awesome. I mean, the pace has been very, very fast on all levels. But for sure, definitely like a 12 goal or a higher level 12 goal. And here we go. Alex now is going to get in on the mix. Webb.
Nice. Nicely done here by Webb. Controls it. A cut shot. Yeah, good play. Just
Oh, yeah, you had Sugar out there.
He was saying, I was right here. I was right here. And I think he did intend to.
No, he had a good shot there. He said try to shoot for the far post. You know, an overcut there is an easy goal for Sugar. Anything under is going to go off the field. But it's still well hit by Alex. And everybody hitting well here on both teams. Milo. He'll override off the boards. Sugar will control. Both teams playing one touch. Now Fran. He'll drag it forward. And keeping the pace up. As I said, Fran, he'll override. Picked up now on a rotation by Antonio. He'll slam on the brakes on the far side. Remember, fit chucker action here.
Steal.
So
a steal again. He's done that before. He's doing it again. Sugar Erskine just sitting there waiting to strike. Now then, can he outrun Milo McDonough? Sugar Erskine for the finishing touch round the back of the pony. And that ball is still in the danger zone. Down the line comes charging the number 2. That was Finn Secunda, but Stewart, a.k.a. Sugar Erskine, still has the ball. There was it looked like a little touch there, a little rub right in front of that goal mouth. I wonder whether that's...
You get one meeting 2 here. I think he might have been engaged with Antonio. Remember, you don't need to be touching, but keep an eye and just see right here. See where Antonio is right there? And Sugar's going right there. So you have 2 players together, and is Antonio blocking or is he engaged with them so that he can be met? So we'll see. They might look at it, but might not. We'll see if they agree on it on the field. But on that play, as he comes around there again, let me see if you get another look. Or it looks like they are going to drop it there. Yeah, Sugar's going to get the open goal here. Yeah, and that's what they're going to call. Ooh. Whoa, watch out, sure he delayed down a little bit, but a good call. Delayed whistle, and but not a problem on the delayed whistle there. You want to see how that play develops. But like I said, as he comes around there, if he drops his, if he's going full speed, then he runs into the back of Antonio. So Antonio and him are they're engaged in a way that Antonio's waiting to defend him. So that is similar to 1-2. You don't have to be near the guy. You can be in front or behind and still be 2 guys. In the case, or they could call shading there too, if Sugar trying to go through. But here you go, to the 2-goal difference. We got a match.
We do indeed, and with this young man, Finn Secunda, will try and just make it 1 goal if he can. A steal by McDonough, couldn't control it. Once again, Alex Webb. Everybody overrides, turned around by Secunda. And he's got no one to play it to at the moment. So he's going to maybe have a crack at doing this one himself. Hilario will pick up the ball and a whistle. Well, interesting.
Pretty easy call here, though.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty easy one for me.
Yep.
We'll see the distance. But keep an eye. Here's the ball. It's coming down here. Here comes Alex right here.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Boom. And then you had him coming that way. So on the turn. And it looks like the distance was fine. And so that will end our Fit Chucker. So we will get everybody mounted up, and you do not want to miss this 6 and final chucker. What a match we got going on here for our 2023 limited edition 8-goal.
We're here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm where the PTF Polo ASSN Junior Tournament is being held for the first time ever at this location. And I mean, could you get a more beautiful venue? Probably not. The tournament includes players of all ages, starting with the youngest at just 2 years old and the oldest at 20 years old. So you've got all ages, all skill levels, and a whole lot of fun. Let's go check it out.
It reminds me of my days when I was in that position playing the kids tournament, and for us it meant the world. So I'm very happy to be here supporting my son and other kids as well, because I think they really enjoy this, and for them it's even more important than for us probably playing the 26 or the 22.
Well, that's a wrap on the PTF Polo ASSN Juniors Tournament at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. So much incredible talent coming up through the ranks. The future is certainly bright for the sport of polo. Now, for more information on the PTF, head to polotraining.org. And, of course, head to Chucker TV for all of our awesome content, including full game broadcasts.
All right, so looked like we had an open goal penalty 2 in favor of the Brookfield team. Erskine took it, and it went, and it hit a divot and stopped.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so they're gonna go ahead, and that means that ball didn't make it all the way, so you will get possession back to GCPC. And that's where Hilario's going to drive from right there. So, whoa, bad luck. They had an opportunity to get within 1 on the penalty 2. And just bad luck, as they said, it was I guess it was putter shot, and he's a good putter. He's a good golfer. So, but we have a tremendous amount of time left here in the 6 chuckers. So let's see what happens here. 2-goal difference. Uh-oh.
Little mistake by Hilario, and that will put everything back in order if he can finish. He's going to have to go around. Another whistle will stop the play.
On the turn. So Sugar's going here. And he's going to turn here.
Yeah.
And you got a Getty riding there.
Correct. Shame. Maybe he should have just been a bit quicker when he stole that ball off. When Hilario made that unfortunate miss, he should have just, sunk it straight.
A couple opportunities there.
Yeah, couple of opportunities. So let's hope it doesn't haunt him. Here we go then, on the move with the number 3. That, of course, Antonio Aguirre. Still 2 goals in it, and I'm sure GCPC would love to pick up another one. Is he going to pass the stick? He's got Milo behind. Milo might finish, and Milo does finish. Cracking goal here. And again, interesting to see, Dale. Milo saving the best for last. He scored his first goal in the last chucker and now his second in the 6th.
Yeah, now Milo falling into the rumble seat, as we say. And this is a great move here by Antonio. He gets out in front. Finn has to go ahead and sacrifice himself. Milo moves over, so he's in perfect position. And that's an easy finish for Milo, as he's got ice in his veins.
Yeah, good communication between these two. Ball's back in play. It looks like Spinacci is in possession here for GCPC. Around the outside, coming is the number 4, Alex Webb. And now Erskine. I'm sure he will want to redeem himself. after those two big opportunities. Erskine, and he puts it through. It is still a 2-goal game.
There you go. So, Sugar. 10 goals.
10 goals.
On the day. And as you said, 2 opportunities early. That's okay. Still, mucho tiempo. And both teams know it. As they come back to center, we're still going to be just around 5 minutes with a 2-goal difference. And at the moment, 3 goals scored by the GCPC team here in the second half.
And 7
8 goals scored.
Sorry?
8 goals scored by the Brookfield team, right?
You're absolutely right. 8, correct.
Yeah, so in the second half, but look at Milo. Milo with a nice pass to Antonio. And Antonio. So now Milo's falling into the speed. Look at this play, though. That's a pretty ball into Milo. Don't hit it too hard. Leave it on the field and let Antonio run onto it. Just great work here by these 2 young players. Look at these 2 young stars. They are the future of the game. And look at that. Nice play by Milo. Puts it out in front where Alex can't make a play. Antonio flips his mallet around and gets a little help from the pony.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Coming up to the 4-minute mark. Back to that 3-goal deficit. And a very early whistle after that. Ball had just been released. Here you see it. The ball's in play.
And Sofia getting out there, winning that bowling. Big play right there. His possession is huge here. You know that? Yeah, we always talk about it. You can win all the bowlings all day, but right now, when it's a 2 or 3 goal difference, is when the possessions are even more important. And Sofia gets a piece of that one. That'll send everybody off for some fresh legs. And with 3:57 left, well, what do you think? Ooh, this is going to be a great finish here.
Yes.
What a great game. It says, energized me.
It has indeed. But
it's energized me to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, watch the replay.
Well, we might see ourselves there. That might spoil our appetite.
Yeah, it might spoil our appetite.
No, but I think what you said is very poignant when you said, and I'm just looking at it, you're absolutely right, 8 goals versus 4 in favour of Brookfield. But once again, as and when it gets a bit too hot in the kitchen, that's when they step up to the plate. And I think compliments to Mila McDonough, Franz Binacci, Antonio Garis. These 3 young stars are playing so well. They are exciting us. They are thrilling us. It's a thrill to watch them. And as you said, they are the future of polo. But I've also got to give it up a lot of love and a lot of respect for Brookfield Farm Polo. I mean, Sugar Erskine, what an incredible performance by him this afternoon. 3 goals in the first half, 7 in the second half. Also a goal by Finn Secunda. I'd like to have seen him get involved a little bit more. Also Alex Webb. They've all pulled together. You can feel the team spirit. So
yeah, they're moving as a team. You know, like I said, Sophia's even on the rotation as the -1. Okay. You know, and I said I got to speak with her about the game. She loves polo, but they're moving at a fast pace for Aiko polo. I mean, it has been. I mean, the horses are running as fast as they can run, and you need to move as a team, and they are moving well as a team because you know you haven't seen it's good passing, the just a lot of cohesiveness on both teams. You know, the GC Grand Champ Polo Club team a little loose in the second half based on fouls. They've given up 4 open goals and 5 open goals, but well done by Brookfield, only giving up 1. So that's been a big part. But a lot of those open goals are just because the Brookfield team has applied the pressure inside the 60-yard line.
So for me, both of these teams are winners. Of course, there will be a runner-up and there will be a winner of this game. But I think the way they've played, and I'll tell you, Dale, it excites me because this is basically paving the way and setting the mark for what the future will bring. And
yeah, I know you said it. It's great to see Aiko Polo at this level, yeah, and we've enjoyed that. Even the 6th goal when you saw it played at a higher level, and to see that with all these young players. Playing at such a high level and extending their game. Right here we get a whistle, though. is we still have 3 minutes here. They come together. And I guess they're going to call Finn for coming across there. See what they do. Maybe they go the opposite way with it there. It looks like they're marching down towards the south line. Yeah, so they're going to call him falling across. I wonder if they let him go there just because Antonio was at a standstill or, kind of, he falls across, but he opens the window as he's falling across. But remember, we are playing 8-goal polo, so safety and those gaps are going to be a little bit, they're going to give more room on the gaps, for the safety in our 6-8. As you get as the polo raises, the level the polo raises, those gaps will get smaller based on the level of the players. And so right here, good call. Go ahead and give the penalty 4. Woo, well done, Lario. Did it just make it in? Looked to me like it would went in from here, but we'll see what they decide. Whoa. He hit it hard. We can trigger it. So let's go ahead and trigger it. We're going to go ahead. They're going to trigger it. Let's take a look at it. Woo! Man, I had that ball in. But we'll see what they decide on the. It might be. Yeah. Look good from here. So we're going to see what they decide, though. They're going to take a look at it a couple more times. That thing looked really good for here. Let's see what they decide out there. Yeah. I think great call there by the IRO. It looked like a great call as that ball was just inside the post.
Mm-hmm. So, Hilario. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals. Hilario now having scored. And that makes it, back to that 4-goal advantage. That makes it 16 goals to 12. And they come back to
big goal here by Hilario.
Brilliant goal.
Yeah, I mean, Hilario's been stellar for the penalty line, too. Great shooting by Hilario. 1, 2, 3, 5 from the penalty line. He just had one penalty 6 that was just off, but good shooting, Hilario. Forget us. Fran's going to put one, wait from way out. But again, the clock goes tick, tick, tick. So that's going to help just to get them lined up. And then we'll take up another 6 to 8 seconds off. Alex says, let's get it going. And they're trying to look at, they got Sugar out in front. I like it how Sugar is showing, he's giving a lot of faith, showing his team. Come on, I'll stay in the front. You guys keep it going. I'll pull the team. Oh, what a ball here by Alex Webb. That is a brilliant pass, Sugar. Ooh, good defense there.
Unlucky. Yeah, unlucky. But
great D by Lario.
And a great shot by Alex. Great shot by Alex. And Stewart tried to just steer that in. Very difficult angle. So with, just under 2 minutes left to play.
Great shot by Alex Webb. Laid the ball. He hit it a good 80 yards and dropped it right in. And look at Sugar. He's still going to stay with Lario and showing the faith and giving his team. And it's going to be Finn now. Segunda trying to work it in. Antonio overrides. Finn with the ball control. Finn, Segunda trying to get by Spinacci. Good D, Fran. And Sugar's going to pick one up here.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an open goal. And that should put them within 3.
So an average of 33 seconds per goal if they want to draw level.
Yeah, well, you have to go to center and get a foul. And you can see that pretty easy call right there. That ball's coming across the field. Oh, poor Shurg, man. He shooting so well, the 2s.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, lucky on that. Bad luck. He has been awesome from the line.
Oh, bless him.
1, 2, yeah, he's had, 4 penalty twos he made on day, 2 4s and a 5, and now it'll be picked up and shot out. Big hit by Figueres. Get out of here to Fran.
Hang on, here we go. Finn Secunda, he might want to have another go at this. Yes, and why not indeed? Finished strong. Secunda, nicely done. He wants to give Sugar the chance to redeem himself. Sugar Erskine. Oh, I was going to say the difficult ones.
He detracted him, but I still love the play by Finn to sneak that ball. Both of them to keep him on the field. Milo's pass earlier for these young guys to be able to leave the ball on the field, not to hit it too hard. So they gotta have that touch, and both of them showing how to do it. They put that ball back in play, and the clock's gonna tick down here. $16 goals scored.
Wow.
By an 8-goal team.
Incredible.
Man, that is incredible. Then Alex is going to fire one here. Try to get one more. And well done. A great job officiating. And here are your final stats. So, 16-12. Man, we're talking about goals being scored. 28 goals being scored here in the 8-goal. That is a record.
Yeah.
17, look at 17 and 18. Knock-ins, 4 and 5. That's just good shooting by both teams. Throwing, 13 and 13. Unbelievable. Fouls committed, 12 and 11. Well, not bad. I mean, you always like to keep it a little bit lower than that, but still in such a high-scoring game, not bad. Penalties scored 6 and 5, but mixing it up, 60s, 40s, and 30s on both sides. Congratulations to both teams. Again, 28 goals scored in the 8-goal. Boom. That is truly amazing.
I'm nearly speechless.
We're talking about 31 being scored in the World Polo League, which was amazing. We had 27 for a while, but 31 was scored in the All-Star Challenge. That's the highest, which is unbelievable. But we've had 27 scored in a number of games, and now 28 in the 8-goal?
Incredible.
Wow, man, both teams, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Literally compliments, and I think very much deserved for both teams. Yes, Grand Champions Polo Club stole it in the end there. They came back very strong, especially in that last chukker. 3-1 is how they ended it, but overall 16-12. But the spirit, the team spirit within Brookfield, and my heart goes out to you, Sugar, when you watch this, that you had that couple of near misses, but don't let that phase the performance. You scored 10 great goals, and I'm sure the rest of your teammates will be very happy with you.
Yeah, no, you said a Sugar, man. We love you guys, but everybody, Sophia, Finn, Alex, Sugar, great job for Brookfield, and Fran, Milo, Antonio, and Hilario, well done. Big win today. For Jan, Eric, Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports, where I said thank you for making us leaders in polo broadcasting. And when you see 28 goals scored in 8-goal polo, you know why we say at CTV Sports, we love the polo.